The following is for entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. We are not responsible for any losses, only the profits.
Octo Nation, we are going to take a look at what is going on with WorkHorse through the president's eyes. If he is looking at this, how does he want this to go and how should he have this go? So we're going to put ourselves in his shoes and dive on in. So the Trump and Biden polls in Ohio for WorkHorse and Lordstown. That's who this is going to benefit, okay? So I brought up like the five latest polls. These are random, okay? One's from Zogby Analysis, Lake Research Partners, Center for Marketing and Opinion, Morning Consultant, YouGov, and GQR Research. So a bunch of random poll places were polled of who do they think should win the next election, who do they want to win, okay? So after calculating it out, in Ohio, we have a mean of 3.5% for Trump, 2.33% for Biden, which equals a 1.17% in favor of Trump. So 1.17% red Trump. And that is Ohio for WorkHorse. Now, let's take a look at the Trump-Biden polls in Michigan. The state where if they pick the Ford, that's where they're going to be developed. So it's going to benefit them. So again, we've got some random polling places, YouGov, Epic MRA, David Binder Research, Hoda's Associates, Public Policy Polling. So in Michigan, we have a mean of 8.6% more votes for Biden. That's pretty big. And that's within the last couple weeks. So this is from August 3rd till yesterday. So within about a week, that's what we got for polls. So that's pretty huge. So June 15th, DeJoy appointed the new Postmaster General of USPS. Got this dude right here. The top Republican fundraiser and Trump ally named Postmaster General, giving President new influence over the Postal Office. The Postal Service's Board of Governors confirmed late Wednesday that Louis DeJoy, a North Carolina businessman who is currently in charge of fundraising for the Republican National Convention in Charlotte, will serve as the new Postmaster General. So this is like the head dog for the USPS. Trump is a smart guy, like him or not, he is a smart guy, and he's usually 10 steps ahead, okay? So the reason for this, and they're bringing him on, is we're saying for structural change. Trump was big on saying the USPS shouldn't get a bailout. I agree. And he was also saying that they should be charging more. I've been saying that for a long time, for a decade, okay? They need to be, the easiest way for a business to fully change itself is to just up your prices. And some people say it's not that easy. It really is most of the time. You can literally just raise the prices. And guess what? It's probably going to create bad press because people might complain that the price of a stamp went up 4 cents. But guess what? All press is good press, number one. And then number two, they start making more money. Okay. I know it's more complicated with that when you're talking about Amazon and all that, but still at the end of the day, there needs to be definite restructuring going on because USPS has been hurting for a long time. They, for some reason, can't figure out how to make any money, even though they're basically a monopoly. Pretty incredible if you ask me how they can't do that. So I think this is a good move. They will need a successful businessman to take over and redo the outdated systems and figure out how to make more money. So this will give Trump some control over the USPS. We'll get it twisted. This will. There's a reason he didn't bring in a hardcore Democrat to be the new Postmaster General, right? It goes a lot deeper than that. It's, a lot of it is going on because of the virus stuff going on, that they're talking about the fact that they don't want to be able to do polling via mail because it's way easier to fake it. And it's totally true. I mean, it's a good point, but having this dude in charge is going to help him with that fight. So looking at this from a pure election winning stance in Trump's shoes, he does not want to look weak to conservatives. That's one thing that he is very good at, is not looking weak. I mean, look at yesterday There was that shooting that was going on. They pulled him out. He came back, I don't know, minutes later. It was totally fine. It's like, do I look? He's like, the crowd asked him, like, you don't look shook up. Are you really shook up? I bet you're really scared. And he's like, do I look scared? I'm not scared. So good for him, man. Giving all the USPS contract to WorkHorse will upset some hardcore anti-green Republicans. I'd say a very small amount, but some would be upset for not choosing Ford. That's a definite, because, America is divided. They got the Chevy and the Ford guys. And if they don't choose Ford, then all those Ford people are going to be pissed. All right. So I don't think him doing anything pro-green, though, will help him win over any Democrats, though, either. Maybe some, but a very small amount. So, you can look at it both ways. Like, okay, say he's going to say, okay, 100% workforce. And then all of a sudden he's going to start saying, I'm pro-green, I understand I was wrong and pro-green everything. I don't think it's going to end up changing any Democrats' mind. They're still, they're super mad and angry about stuff, And so I don't think that it would really benefit him. I think he'd be better off going with the places where people are going to make money, okay? Either Ohio or Michigan. So, however, choosing WorkHorse will give more jobs to Ohio. And honestly, I think that's all he's really going to care about, okay, is giving more jobs and winning those swing states. He doesn't, necessarily care too much about the green thing. He knows, a lot of the green stuff is bogus, right? I mean, a lot of it is way too out there, and sometimes it does more bad than good. There's a lot of good of it, though. I'm all for keeping the oceans clean and, the air clean and all that, but some of it is way too blown out of proportion, but a lot of it is still good. So, there's always a double edge to every sword, okay? So, which he has a better stance in compared to Michigan. So he's got a better stance in Ohio compared to Michigan, but not anywhere close to a landslide victory. So what am I getting at? It's not like it's Texas, all right, this where, it's pretty much given he's going to win, So I still think he needs more love still in Ohio to make sure he's going to win too. So whether you're willing to admit it or not, people are happier making money and do tend to vote towards financial success and stability. What do you think on that? You agree? If you don't, let me know. So if I was Trump and had to make the decision to make, I would personally split it between Ford and WorkHorse. That would win me confidence votes in both Ohio and Michigan at the same time. It would also make some green people happy, and it would also make the gas people happy at the same time. So it's make Ford lovers happy, GM lovers happy. So that's the other thing is, GM has the ties to the Lordstown factory. So that's going to get the Ford and the GM lovers and followers too. So that's pretty big. And I don't think Dems are ever going to be happy with either way he goes with this. And I think he's just more focused on winning the Republicans that might be on the fence or trying to convince the Democrats at this point. So what do you guys think? Do you think if you were him, would you split it? That's the way I'm seeing it. I mean, for my money, I hope he, at least in the short term, I hope he goes full WorkHorse, because I'm into WorkHorse. I got some stocks, right? And I'm not into Ford. But a good way to play this, is to put, if you're only in WorkHorse, it might be a good idea to put buy it above where Ford's sitting, because I'm pretty sure Ford, I haven't looked at it in a long time, but Ford is sitting pretty low. So you might put a buy in just above, just in case Ford gets it, to kind of hedge yourself, and then, keep your stop sells right below, 5% below, 5% on top, buy on top, sell down below. That way you can ride it no matter who gets the contract. Because even if Ford gets it, Ford's going to ride Sky too. I think, WorkHorse is still obviously going to be great long-term regardless if they get this or not. But we're here to make that initial, multiplication of our money. So for those of you who don't know and are new to the channel, I had a contest for when we got to 1,000 subscribers, 500 and now 1,000. And whoever, one person that ended up commenting on a random video is going to get a Silver Eagle coin from me. And today is the announcement because last night we hit 8,000 subscribers. So thanks for all the love and all the support, everybody. And if you haven't joined us, please subscribe to us and keep commenting, and I'm going to keep giving some stuff away. I'm going to announce what I'm giving away next. I think in probably today's later video, if not tomorrow, but it's going to be pretty sweet. So who won the silver for this last round? I used a random comment picker, and here's a screenshot. It is Brendan and Ella's Fun Adventures. They've commented on our videos tons of times. They've given lots of love, so well deserved. So congratulations. Down in the description, I have links down to Twitter. So if you're not on Twitter, let me know. Just leave a comment, be like, dude, I'm not on Twitter, I'm not joining. We'll figure out another way, but just find me on Twitter and then send me a personal message with your information, and I will send you out some silver. So congratulations. If there's any other plays you guys want me to look at or any more information on WorkHorse that I'm totally missing, put it down in the comments. There's a lot going on in the markets right now, so I still got a lot to cover, but I want to get this video out to y'all because I'm sure this is an avenue that we might not have thought totally about. So thanks again, everybody. Have a good rest of the day.